My CEO freaked out after my typo. When calling in sick, I accidentally missed an H in I have a fever, and sent it to the CEO, dizzy from the fever. I rambled, CEO pay, please satisfy me, please take care of me, I really can't take it anymore. Finally, as I blacked out, I mistyped again, woo-woo, all I want now is to sleep with you. The CEO hesitated for 5 minutes before replying, can you hold on a bit longer? I still have a meeting. I stared at Jack Pay's endless schedule and grumbled, while taking my temperature, 38.6 degrees Celsius. Rubbing my head, I grabbed my phone. Assistant Lin, change of plans, fly to Jing'an with me tonight. Images of Jack Pay's cold demeanor flashed in my mind. If I dragged my sick body on this business trip, I'd die. After all, Jack Pay had scared away 19 executive assistants before me, so I gritted my teeth. CEO Pay, emergency, I have AF ever. Translation, I need a sick leave. You can take elderly manager Zhao or Tanned assistant Li instead. Afraid of getting yelled at, I took fever medicine and played dead after sending the message. I didn't notice I'd missed an H in fever. Jack Pay replied instantly, what do you mean? I almost choked. How heartless. With a splitting headache and a throat like sandpaper, I cried, what do I mean? The literal meaning. We've known each other for over a year. Can't you grant me this? I put in blood and sweat. We're even high school classmates. Don't be a cheapskate. Pay. Tears streamed onto my phone screen. Accidentally opening Alipay. Balance due. 2,500 renminbi. Regret hit. I tried to recall the message but deleted it instead, clearing the entire chat history. Seconds later, Jack Pay asked, are you sure? Watching a soap opera where the mistress kneels in the rain. Inspiration struck. CEO Pay, please satisfy me. Please take care of me. I really can't take it anymore. No way would I beg for leave otherwise. As the medicine kicked in, I grew drowsy, blacking out. I thought, I've said my piece, whatever happens, happens, woo-woo. All I want now is to sleep. I passed out cold. On the other end, the suited, dignified man stared at. All I want now is to sleep with you. And froze. Jack Pay tugged at his tie, glancing at the room full of project leaders. His long fingers typed, can you hold on a bit longer? I still have a meeting. I slept so deeply that when I fell off the couch, I thought I'd been buried. Ow. Can't even go to the hospital when you have a fever. Always bothering others. A white coat flashed. Hospitals are busy, yet I have to make a house call. Bob Duan thrust anti-inflammatories at me, slapping a fever patch onto my forehead. Get up now. I'm taking you to the hospital for blood tests. I must have owed you in a past life. Having to link my phone to your health monitor. Looking at my brother. Yep. He looked genuinely annoyed. Not acting. To prevent him from tattling to mom like last time. I jumped up. Just then, a message popped up. Can you hold on a bit longer? I still have a meeting. I'm outside. Where are you? Seeing Jack Pay's 32 missed calls, I broke into a cold sweat. Before I could panic, the phone rang again. Lin Lu, you finally answer. Send me your address. I swallowed. After all, I'd skipped work for 3 hours without permission. He only had me as his personal assistant. Was he coming to confront me? When I didn't respond, Jack Pay's voice dropped. What? Want me to wait in the car forever? I wanted to cry, whispering to Bob Duan, you go first. I'll meet you later. I clasped my hands in prayer. Bob Duan expressionlessly tapped his screen, no doubt tattling to mom. No choice. I had to save my meal ticket. Who are you talking to? Is there someone else there? CEO Pay. I cleared my throat and raised my voice. I'm better. Weren't we going on a business trip? I'll be right there. I forced a laugh. After a few seconds of silence, Jack Pay's voice sounded hoarse, disbelieving. You're better. Puzzled, I wondered if he was being sarcastic. I could only go along as I went to find him. To my surprise, when we met, Jack Pay stared at my flushed face, too angry to speak. On my way, I'd thought, workaholic Jack Pay must hate working while sick. When Tanned assistant Lee applied to be executive assistant, Jack rejected him on the spot for having acne. Acne means hormonal imbalance. He'll be in and out of the hospital. Who'll handle the work then? Thus, I assumed he was mad that I fell ill during a critical project decision. So I ripped off the fever patch and got in the car. You're already better. Jack Pay peered over his gold-rimmed glasses, his phoenix eyes arching. He stared at my fever, flushed cheeks. Did you really find someone else? I was confused. Had he gone crazy from anger? Of course I found someone. Who else knows my chronic issues and brings me medicine? Checking the time, I smiled. It's been 3 hours. I promise I'm better. I didn't see Jack Pay's face darken like coal. Proudly, I waved Bob Duan's recent text. Remember to come see me tonight, waving it in Jack Pay's face. He just left. Definitely cured me. Won't trans. MITTU. I didn't finish. Drive. Jack Pay cut me off coldly. His eyes flicked to my crooked pencil skirt, and his expression soured. I quickly adjusted my skirt, forcing myself to focus on work. All the way, Jack Pay stayed silent, only tossing out, "Mind your posture, what's his problem?" I was sick and had slept for 3 hours. Of course my skirt was crooked. As night fell, I stared at Jack Pay's profile, lost in thought. At 18, in class, I'd secretly watched his profile too. Back then, he was a fresh-faced boy in a white shirt, and I wasn't a corporate drone yet. Instead, the campus beauty, classmates shipped us hard. Board study days meant we were always paired for activities. Rumors spread that we were dating, with someone swearing they saw Jack Pay confessing with a love letter. When Bob Duan came to gossip on Mom's orders, I put my hands on my hips. Absolutely not, just rumors. Jack Pay and I are purely professional. In truth, my heart was pounding. How couldn't I have a crush on someone as amazing as Jack? Even if we rarely talked outside activities, blushing at the rumors, I'd vowed to win him over. But Jack soon withdrew from all activities with me. Word spread of a family-arranged marriage to Shenwan, the art department goddess. I thought he was avoiding suspicion. Thus, my heart of a young girl faded. Ironically, he became my boss. I'd still harbored hopes, until Shenwan became a star, often shutting herself in Jack's office with him. At our reunion, with Shenwan present, the HR manager smiled. Shaolin and CEO Pei went to the same school. Did you know each other? Looking at Shenwan and Jack's uneasy face, I chimed in. No, not at all. I don't remember CEO Pei at all. I smiled, emphasizing, at all. Suddenly, Jack Pay leaned in, interrupting my thoughts. His intense gaze and warm breath on my cheek made the car feel scorching. I looked up, nearly brushing his lips. You, I stammered. Jack Pay watched me for a long time, voice sultry. I work out regularly. Is he better than me? So this was male competitiveness. I felt Jack Pay's long legs trapping me, heart racing. I could only mumble, his physique isn't as good as yours, but he has experience. Bob Duan came from a medical family. He did have expertise. Was it my imagination, or did Jack Pay's eyes look moist? He moved closer, Adam's apple bobbing, then leaned in to bite my earlobe. I went limp all over. Jack Pay, was he punishing me like this for skipping work 3 hours? I raged. I can't control my body's reactions. Would I have messaged you if I could stand it? Besides, I told you immediately, you just didn't reply. I rubbed the goosebumps on my arms. So what if the salary was 32.8K a month plus unlimited designer bags? On business trips, no one should endure this humiliation. Expecting to be kicked out, I was shocked when he just said, I'll be more careful next time. He adjusted his posture. Get out. We have a presidential suite. You're staying next door. Don't go anywhere. My eyes lit up. A standard room is fine. Can we get cash instead of the presidential suite? Jack Pay gave me a flat look. No. After a pause, he seemed to convince himself. I'll add 5K to your allowance. I immediately whipped out his schedule. CEO Pay, 1 packet of spicy strips or 2 with your breakfast crepe tomorrow. Clockwise or counterclockwise when buttoning your shirt. What humiliation. So what if the CEO was gritting his teeth? After the long flight, we arrived at the hotel in the early morning. By the time I settled in, I realized I'd forgotten Bob Duan's medicine. Touching my forehead, it felt okay. Bob always cured me quickly. Rest. We'll discuss the project at noon. Jack Pay emerged from the shower with his towel hanging low, water droplets trailing from his Adam's apple into his visible pecs. I turned away, but he warned, don't go anywhere. I shrugged. He was probably still mad about my 3-hour disappearance. After finishing tasks, I obediently went to the next room. As soon as I lay down, trouble struck. Hot flashes and a pounding headache returned. Checking the time, Bob was just getting off night shift, though not blood-related. We shared a father. I feared he'd drop dead from overwork, so I took off my fitness tracker and called my bestie, asking her to check Bob's medicine at home so I could order it. Waiting, I lay on the floor gossiping. I just went to your place and ran into your brother. There was noise in the bathroom, so I burst in and I shrieked. You saw him naked. Remembering Jack was next door, I lowered my voice. After a while, rolling on the cold floor, I muttered, it's so hard, but so comfy. Knock knock. The door opened, and Jack Pay scooped me up, his toned abs pressing against me, again, feeling his scorching heat. I nodded, yeah, fever again. Jack Pay's voice was sexy. Try me, I'm good at push, UPS, huh. Before I could react, he pulled me into his arms. My phone shrieked, Lin Lu, there's a man there. Seconds later, a deep voice, man, Lin Lu, didn't you go on a business trip? Bob Duan demanded, teeth grinding. As a guilty girl, I forgot why they were together. I nodded, it's my boss. You said your boss was a heartless, bald man. Why are you with him now? My heart sank. Trying to hang up, I hit speakerphone. Bob's booming voice filled the suite. Isn't this cheapskate Pay supposed to have an 8-month pregnant belly and a receding hairline? I improvised. No, that's someone else. Oh no. I noticed Jack Pay's eyes were glowing, literally, with a greenish light. How not? Isn't it Jack Pay, the evil capitalist in your phone notes? The one you put saline in his coffee? Bob rambled on. I went pale. Finally, he warned, Lin Lu, don't play with fire. The call ended. I couldn't look up, breathing in Jack Pay's body wash scent. His voice rang out. Receding hairline, bald, 8-month belly, me. Let me explain. No, listen to my explanation. I thought I'd be fired or abandoned in a strange city, but after a long silence, he asked, is this the guy you went to last time? How long have you known each other? Are you serious, or just casual? Though confused by his questions, I didn't dare lie. We met at 10. Our relationship is stable. His mom was my dad's first wife, who died after giving birth. My dad fell for my mom but feared she'd reject him if she knew about Bob, so he sent Bob to his grandma's. Changed to Duan. We reunited when his grandma died at 10. Bob was always cautious and obedient, so mom doted on him, and he repaid her by strictly monitoring me. Hence, my complex relationship with him. Bob Duan he's strict. I trailed off, startled by Jack Pay's bloodshot eyes. Bob Duan, the guy you told in high school that we were just partners. Jack Pay's chest rose and fell, pecs flexing. I swallowed. Yes, so you've been together all this time. Then why did you? Jack Pay trailed off, releasing me. Forget it. He dropped his head like a sad puppy. I checked Shenwan's latest post. Going to see someone I miss. The location was nearby. My smart brain deduced his goddess had recent scandals, making him unhappy. Sure enough, Shenwan messaged, Assistant Lin, which hotel are you at? I want to visit AE. Though heartbroken, I sent the location. Happy bosses meant less trouble. Minutes later, Jack Pay's phone rang. He coldly released me to tie his bathrobe. Watching his back, my nose twitched. I used to rush to explain Shenwan's scandals to Jack, fearing he'd be jealous and take it out on us. Seeing his poor complexion, I'd feel proud for doing the right thing. But now, I pinched my earlobe, blushing. What's mine isn't mine. Stop coveting. Lin Lu. Jack Pay approached. Serious. I put up with it. You're calling me a bald man to reassure that guy, but don't treat me like a doormat. Am I just a plaything to you? Looking at Shenwan, still on the screen, I was confused. Don't leak my schedule to others again, or I'll punish you. My brain clicked. I was part of their game. Yes, CEO Pay. Jack Pay seemed furious. My phone vibrated. Takeout arrived at the front desk. Remembering Jack's order not to leave his sight, I batted my eyes sweetly. Since I'm still not well, can you help me? I'd never ask if Bob were here. I can't control my physiological demand, so maybe I should go myself. To my surprise, Jack Pay's eyes widened. He ruffled his wet hair. Lin Lu, what do you take me for? Finally, he stormed out. Lin Lu, you've gone too far. The door slammed, leaving me confused in the wind. Thanks, Assistant Lin. I'm downstairs. I replied politely to the beauty's avatar. He has a temper, but I don't mind soothing him. He's easy to please. For some reason, looking at the unfamiliar scenery and Shenwan's message, I felt a sharp pang and burst into tears. Come back if you're not feeling well. Don't push it. When are you coming home? Lulu, did your boss do something to you? Though we're strict, it's to make you independent, not to stress you or allow harassment. Quit if you don't like the job. My phone blew up with messages from my bestie and Bob. Touching my feverish head, I cried harder. Later, I saw Shenwan's new post. A man queuing at a breakfast shop. Morning sun glowing on Jack Pay's profile. I finally realized I'd never forgotten him, but he wasn't mine. CEO Pay, I request a transfer to a basic position. I checked the data, ensuring no midday meeting delays. Typing appeared for ages before Jack replied with a yes. We attended the meeting together. closing the deal as before, but on the way back, he took first class, and I economy. We followed different crowds off the plane. 3 months passed without seeing each other. If we crossed paths in the elevator, I'd hide in the corner. Meanwhile, he and Shinwan seemed closer. She'd even changed dresses after leaving his office. Winter came, and I wrapped up like a quail, stuck in a boring routine. Su, for your birthday, how about I splurge on a male model? Drunk from Shinwan's good news post, I hugged my bestie. You said we'd experience that joy together. My bestie, a pro at scrolling through posts, stammered, forget it. I never like unfaithful men. She coughed awkward, then checked her revealing outfit. Lulu, I just remembered something. I'll call you a cab. Go straight home. Watching her pretend to answer an alarm and scurry off, I sighed. I think I'll be alone forever. I mumbled, my eyes fixed on a man in a black coat and tailored trousers approaching. Alcohol clouded my vision. Was that Jack Pei? Lin Lu? I shook my fuzzy head. Even his voice matched. He cupped my face. You had a fever on our business trip. The hotel just called. They found your medicine today. Jack Pei bowed his head. Voice sexy. Sorry, I didn't know. I'll compromise if it makes you happy. I stared at his Adam's apple and open collar, thinking no male model compared. Do you still want to play with me? Jack Pei knelt, head touching my knees. I realized, the unloved one is the mistress. Besides, who says a woman can't like multiple men? I was too proud before. Can I take it back now? I was still dazed when he kissed me breathless. My bestie called, are you almost home? I saw the driver accept the order, muffled by kisses. I could only moan. Good. I bit Jack's lip, gasping. Su, why are you panting? She yelped. I'm night running. Then she asked, what about you? Why slur your words? In the car, my hand still inside Jack's shirt, I lied. Yeah, night, running in a taxi, like a volcano erupting. Jack Pei held me tightly. Lulu, try me, I can do it. Hanging off him, I cupped his face before entering. Are you experienced? Sudden clarity struck. I pushed him away. Aren't you about to get married? Jack Pei unlocked the door, squeezing my waist to prevent falling. I'm single, never had a girlfriend. If you hadn't paired me with Shinwan, you'd be the only woman in my life. Angry, he held me tighter. I wiggled. CEO Pei, your belt is poking me. His face flushed. I'm not wearing a belt. After a long night, I woke to Jack Pei sleeping shirtless, gazing at his profile. I slapped my head. Lust ruins lives. Grabbing my torn clothes, I tried to sneak out. Lin Lu. Jack Pei propped on an elbow. No words for me. Before I could answer, a knock startled me. Lin Lu. It was Bob Duan. When the key didn't work, he banged louder. Why lock the door? Open up. Oh no. How to explain? Hide. I pushed Jack Pei toward the closet. He pulled me back before hiding. Is he mean? Sorry for the trouble. Come to my place next time. After Bob Duan left breakfast, he asked, has that bald boss harassed you again? I choked. No. When I saw Jack Pei dressed by the bed, I blurted, what now? He eyed my bare legs. When will you tell him the truth? My head spun. If Bob found out, I'd never hear the end of it. Of course we'll hide it. After all, no one needed to know about our one night stand. As I rubbed my sore legs, Jack Pei said, Lin Lu, you're something else. He rubbed his waist and left. I felt depressed. Jack must have just wanted a fling. 3 days later, in a meeting, my phone lit up. Which position didn't you like? Blushing, I checked the corner. Jack Pei sat expressionless, watching the screen. Or my stamina. You can complain. Specifics on foreplay time. It was my first time. Are you replacing me? One more chance, please. After the speaker finished, Jack Pei criticized his mistakes, then typed furiously, is your phone dead? When I ignored him, he stood. Meeting adjourned. A minute later, he grabbed me in the crowd. Don't go. His low voice reminded me of his moans that night. He closed the door, resting his head on my neck. One more chance. Taking a deep breath, I said, we need to clarify our relationship. He avoided my gaze. I'll do as you say. Before I could continue, my phone rang. Are you Bob Duan's family? He didn't bring ID to the police station. My legs weakened at the next words. He was caught in a hotel with a young woman during a vice raid. Come verify his and Song Jishu's identities. I grabbed my scooter keys. How dare he betray me? Cheating was bad enough. Hiding his relationship from me. His eldest female relative, Lin Lu. Jack Pei followed. I'm coming with you. He buttoned his shirt. 5 minutes later, Suited Jack Pay sat on my scooter. Why take this when you have a car? Jack Pay in the wind. Betrayal is immoral. I'd never stray. 2. Right. Lulu. I watched his wind blown face in the mirror. CEO Pay. You're noisy. I bumped into his abs and froze. Bob Duan tied his tie, kissing my bestie's forehead without a glance at me. He asked if I wanted to touch them. I leaned in. Then what? Bob checked my fitness tracker. She did. I squealed. You're so brave. We just, it was an accident. Jack Pay looked confused. My blushing bestie, indifferent Bob, and my excited face. Who's this? Bob finally noticed Jack. Jack Pay smiled, revealing a hickey, and shook Bob's hand. Brother. In-law. Jack Pay. During wedding preparations, Jack Pay became a workaholic tyrant. Colleagues begged me to soothe him. I rubbed his head. He was always gentle with me. Later I learned Jack Pay acquired Shin Enterprises in 14 days. He blamed Shinwan for meddling, causing our years apart. The Shins bribed employees to let Shinwan sneak into his office for secrets. On Shin Enterprises' collapse, Shinwan ranted, Jack Pay is with you out of spite for my acting. He'll come back to me. Jack Pay whispered, see how crazy she is. She'd pour water on herself or fake falls, then change in my locker room. Rolling up his sleeve, he fumed. You kept mentioning her and defending her. You even shared my schedule. I thought you hated me so much. This led to me being bedridden for 3 days. Now the once cold CEO calls me to his office daily. You used to sit here. Why not now? I blushed. I can sit, but not do other things. Jack Pay closed the curtain, hugging my waist and biting my ear. I learned the suit Neil yesterday. Want to check my form. After our honeymoon, I caught a fever. I have a fever. 20 minutes later, Jack Pay rushed back. But he unbuttoned his tie to kiss me. I feel awful with a fever. He showed me my message. I froze, then typed, typo, missing an H. To cheer me up, Jack Pay wore an apron to cook congee. Bored, I found his Jihu account. I dislike women named Lynn. 1. There's a cute, smart Lynn in next door place. Everyone ships us. I fix my hair early daily. Ugh. 2. I had a sore throat, so someone else hosted with her. I'm jealous, even if mute. Can't I stand beside her? 3. I can't stop thinking about her. I started rumors we're dating. That night, I held a love letter, then heard her say we're just partners. Partners. My mom asked what I wanted for dinner. What does a partner deserve? 4. My heart is broken. 5. Broken. 6. I dislike women named Lynn. 7. I'm a CEO now. Asking her to be my wife isn't too much, right? 8. I miss her so much. She said she doesn't know me. Not familiar at all. 9. I dislike women named Lynn. 10. Why does she mention Shinwan around me? What did I do wrong? 11. Urgent. She messaged about physical needs, but she dislikes me. Should I go? Is it beneath a CEO? Online. Waiting. Urgent. 11 update. So what if I'm a prostitute? Why choose me? 12. She chose someone else. I dislike women named Lynn. 13. So what? We're adults. 14. She's dating. Wants to leave. I'm educated. I won't cross lines. 15. Fine. Just stay in the company. 16. Dating doesn't matter. I'll practice stamina to show her I'm better. I wanted to interview him about his mistress mindset. Have some congee. Jack Pay saw my red face. Let me feed you. I looped my arms around his neck, untying his apron. Jack Pay. Want to try 38.6 degrees Celsius me. That night, he updated his post. Lynn family puppy. When wife says no, does she mean yes? The end.